I haven't been driving this car as much as I thought I would. See, here's the problem with having 3 cars in the garage. Like, I just filled up gas in the GX550. My E46 is out of gas. And so I decided to take this car out. And this car is also kind of low on gas. So I did some math, and turns out I've driven 8 different cars in the last 2.5 months. I drove the Porsche 718 Cayman GTS, the BMW E30 325i, my car, which is the E46 ZHP, this car, the Volkswagen GTI, Mazda Miata, Lexus GX550, and the G20 330i. So basically, the 6 drivers' cars that I've driven over the past 2 months, they're pretty legendary in each segment, right? The Cayman is a legendary platform. The Miata is a legendary platform. This GR86, also legendary. E46, pretty well acclaimed. Same with the E30, the GTI. They all have their own name value, right? And the thing is, everyone has a different idea of which generation of each chassis is the best, right? Like, if I point out a flaw in the ND Miata, people are gonna say, well, you should try this chassis instead. Same with the Porsche, same with the BMW. It's just, every time I seem to have a problem with a specific car, there's just another car that I should try. I've come to this conclusion, and you can tell me whether you agree or disagree with me, that there is no perfect car. Every single car is flawed in some way. I feel like, especially with the cars I've driven recently, there's just been this weird thing where, like, there's always something that stands out to me that I don't like about it. And it's not necessarily me talking shit about the car. I know that, like, there's a lot of you guys that think that's me shitting on the car, but that's just the way I talk. I think it's just more human nature where, like, you're more sensitive to the negatives of things. Like, let me give you an example, right? Like, even with this car, I think the chassis is amazing. If we put better tires on this thing, it would probably not be as loud. It'll handle phenomenally. I like the shifter feel, but I hate how the clutch feels, and I don't necessarily like the steering. I don't hate it, but if you compare it to a hydraulic rack, this thing doesn't give you that much feel, right? And the interior quality is not that great. And those are just things that are flawed with this car. With the Mazda Miata, let's say we got the BBR package on it, and now we have a better seating position, I get more butt feel. Even then, I really didn't like the steering feel in that car. Doesn't mean I don't want the thing. I've decided that I think I do want an ND Miata for my next car. But even when I get it, the steering's not gonna be something that I like about it. You know what I mean? With the Porsche that we used to have, that thing sounded like a fucking garbage truck. It was a stock exhaust, and that shit was droney. It was fucking tiring. I didn't want to listen to it. And it wasn't very well insulated because, well, weight savings, right? So you can't fault the car for it, but it's just, the point I'm trying to make is that with any car, there's going to be a drawback, and there's going to be some flaw about it that you don't like, right? It's the same with dating. Like, there is no perfect girl out there. I know there's a lot of people who are, like, looking for their perfect partner. Every person is going to be flawed in some way. And what I'm trying to get at with this philosophy exercise is to say that, what am I trying to get at? Fuck. Human nature is just set up to where we're always looking for perfection, right? And that's a beautiful thing. However, I think it can get in the way of enjoying the things that are here. That's definitely the case for me. I know you guys notice that. Maybe that's why you make comments about the flaws that I point out. But on the other hand, I just point out those flaws because that's something to talk about. It doesn't really mean I hate the car. It's just, this is something I don't like about the car, right? And the sad thing that I realized over just all these experiences in the past 2 months is that that's just going to be the case with every single car. And I think I need to understand that, and a lot of people need to understand that. If you're out there and you're trying to find the right car for you, and maybe you buy a car and now you're second guessing whether that was the right decision, I just wanted to say that that's probably completely normal. And the truth is, you would feel like that regardless of what car you bought. There really is no right choice. You know what I mean? Even with, like, the Miatas, whether you get the hard top or the soft top, whether you go with a DCT or a manual, that one, that's a little bit controversial. You know what? All I'm trying to say is it's really not that deep. Like, stop looking for the perfect car. I'm also saying this to myself. But stop looking for the perfect car and just find a car that's really good at the things that you want it to be good at and has flaws that you're willing to live with. And I say that to you, that one commenter who was like, why would you want a Miata if you shat on it? Well, because I still liked it. I think the problem is within just car enthusiasts and car culture is that there's all these different platforms that different groups of people swear by, right? Some people swear by the Miata platform, some people swear by M3s, some people swear by Caymans or 911s or whatever, and they think that is peak car. But what I've just come to realize over just driving all these different cars is that every single one of these platforms are still flawed. They still have some sort of problem with them, right? Like the M3 is a compromise. It's trying to be a comfortable daily and it's trying to do the sporty thing, right? And some people hate that about it because they're like, okay, if you're gonna drive a sports car, drive a fucking dedicated sports car. The Porsche Cayman is Porsche. It's just expensive. It's almost too perfect, where it kind of takes away from the drama. It just feels like it doesn't take that much effort to maximize the car. Oh my God, that is intimidating, dude. Sheesh. Can I overtake this car? Because you are so slow. You're so slow. Yes. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Another SUV in front of me. Maybe I shouldn't have freaking sped up, bro. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see if we can turn around over there. Please, no car come. I need to go. Yes. Yeah, like with this car is so good here. Like, it can do this so well. And it feels like a freaking track weapon. Like, I feel like... Yeah, like the GR86 out here is just so good, dude. Holy shit. Of course I caught up to some car. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're the best. I love you. Yeah, see, like... You know, like, I talk so much shit about this car, but this car's so fun on the back roads, and it's just, like, Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. And yes, you can modify the clutch spring in this car, you can modify the suspension and all this and make it a more comfy driver, but it's just not going to give me the same experience as an E46. When you're looking at a car, there's just so many aspects to it that make up what that car is all about, right? It's like there's the wheelbase, there's the amount of sound deadening, there's the steering rack, there's the transmission, engine, seating position, ergonomics, looks, whatever, and I've yet to find a car that ticks all the right boxes. And dare I say it, I've yet to see a 3-car garage that ticks all the boxes. I just don't. Oh my God, this section is so nice. Why are you breaking through this section? It's okay, I'm not judging. I'm in a pretty calm, chill mood today. And I'm okay. I'm okay, son. Let's just... Oh, man. Maybe I shouldn't have let the Bronco go, bro. Fuck. See, even right now, I wish this car sounded a little bit better. The freaking GTI sounded better than this. The Miata sounded better than this. My car sounds way better than all of those combined. Honestly, after hopping out of the Miata, I feel like the steering feel in this car is definitely better. I'm not gonna lie. I think I changed my mind. There is a perfect car. And that perfect car is any good platform modified to your needs, essentially. If you want to find the perfect car, you have to just pick the right platform for you, right? Whether it's the Miata or, you know, like for you and your budget, and then modify it to your heart's desires. But out of the box, there really is no perfect car, you know, realistically. I kind of want to do another run. Let's do another run. Fuck it. Do another run. Honestly, for the money, I don't think you can get a better car than this that's also your daily driver. Like, differential is a lifesaver. I need a freaking differential. Oh God. Oh. Okay, now I can go home. Finally got a freaking good run. I don't want to be behind that Mazda for sure. If you really sat me down and you asked me, what's your favorite car that you've driven in the past 2 months? I wouldn't be able to give you a good answer. I think the Miata is pretty close, but it really did not give me that much confidence. I feel like this car gives me more confidence, but then this car is honestly less refined, and I know people say that the Miata is less refined than this car, but my personal opinion, I think the Miata is very refined for what it is, which is a freaking convertible. Or open, whatever the fuck you call that shit. You know, and the Porsche is a freaking Porsche. Of course you can't freaking compare the cars. I want to say that my car's my favorite, but I'd be lying. I know that it sounds like that because I always compare the steering racks and the engine notes and the butt feel, whatever. But like, that's just because that car's my measuring stick. It's not necessarily my favorite. Like, it is my favorite daily driver, for sure. But now that I've driven a Miata and this car and fucking an E30, I just want a car that can carve up canyon roads better. So like, I can't say my E46 is my favorite either, right? And then you might say, well, you gotta try the M3, but the M3, it's expensive. It's expensive, and I don't know about you, but I want a car that I don't have to think about. Like, I want to be able to street park it in the streets of LA and not worry about it so much. I want something that's comfortable, that's really fun in roads like this, and I can park it anywhere I want. And honestly, it's just so frustrating when you think about it like that. Ooh, damn, bro. Shit. These guys are so scary. I'm scared. I'm just a small Asian boy. Don't hurt me. In a perfect world, I would have one car that I'm extremely happy with that can do everything for me, but it doesn't work like that. Monogamy doesn't exist in the car world, okay? And you have to be okay with that. And that's probably why a lot of guys prefer their cars over their wives. It's the fact that their wife, they have to have one, and she's gonna be flawed. But cars, you can have multiple. I'm kidding! Sarah, if you're watching this, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you. And before anyone comments this, I just want to say something. I know there's some people who are like, oh, I got this car and I loved every moment of it. I'm super happy with it, blah, 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 blah. Good for you, bro. But you're also coping. That's not 100% true. I think a lot of car guys say they're extremely happy with their cars because they have no other choice. Otherwise, you'd be admitting that you made the bad you'd be admitting that you made a bad decision. You know what I mean? So, like, no. Really think about it. There's something you don't like about your car, okay? And if you believe that there's this one car that is absolutely perfect in every single way, please let me know so I can try driving it and decide whether I want it in my future garage. But that's the conclusion I've come to. There is no perfect car. And by coming to that conclusion, I don't have to cry myself to sleep at night thinking about whether I should have bought a GR86 or a Mazda Miata instead.